Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Useted, and some of you may already know me because I am the Library Media Specialist here at John Jay Middle School. This year, I'm also stepping into the role of 8th grade social studies. So I want to take this time to welcome you to 8th grade social studies and give you a little bit of information about myself before we jump into the thrilling topics of curriculum, assessment, and goals for the year. So a little information about me. I love being outdoors. I love all sorts of outdoor activities, including hiking. I love going on long rides on my motorcycle, traveling the world with family and friends, and I do enjoy a good game of mini golf. I've been at John Jay Middle School for 3 years now, and this is my 3rd year, and what a year it's been so far. I'm very excited to take on the challenges and experiences that the 8th grade social studies curriculum has to offer. I've worked with nearly all of your children over the past 2 years, and I feel a very special affinity for this particular grade because they started off their middle school career in 6th grade when I started my career here at the middle school. And I feel like we've come a very long way from our early days together studying ancient civilizations, and now we're on to US history post-Civil War, but more on the curriculum later. So for the 2020-2021 school year, this is not going to be like any year we have ever experienced before. I think that's a good thing though, because it opens up a lot of new opportunities for us. I think there are going to be a lot of trial and errors, and we've already experienced that, the students and I in the classroom, trying to troubleshoot things sort of on the fly, whether it's tech issues or how to use certain things on the MacBook or in Schoology. So we're all sort of learning and growing together, but I'm confident that we're going to be able to make the learning environment a success and overcome any challenges that are thrown our way. And I can pretty much guarantee that we are going to be building our resilience and perseverance skills. I wanted to take some time and mention our classroom mission statement for this year. So the mission statement is that the classroom, both in person and virtual, will be an open and safe space in which students will feel confident and comfortable discussing their opinions and beliefs. I really want the students to feel that whether they're on Zoom or typing a discussion post into Schoology or in the classroom, that they have an open and safe space for discussions and they're able to share their opinions. Because this year is so atypical, the 8th grade social studies department is committed to working together to make the student experiences across the grade as similar and as engaging as possible. I am working very closely with the other 2 8th grade social studies teachers, Claire Balassi and Danielle Krigler, who both have many years of experience working with the 8th grade social studies curriculum. And we're looking for new and innovative ways to make studying these topics as meaningful and as inspiring to our students. We're going to be using the Facing History pedagogical platform. So if you'd like to check that out, you can visit their website at facinghistory.com. Move myself over here. So for our curriculum, these are the 8th grade units of study. We're going to be spreading out events from starting with the Civil War and moving all the way to today. We're going to start off with a review of the major events of the Civil War and then move on into Reconstruction. We're going to be covering both World War I and World War II. And we're also going to be taking a look at current events throughout to connect our past with our present. We believe that that is a very important thing for our students to be looking at. As for evaluation, we've decided as a department that instead of tests, we're going to be developing more project-based assessments at the end of each unit. This is going to allow us to build in opportunities for students to choose topics to study and take charge of their own learning and really get a chance to study topics in those time periods that interest them. And we believe that that is also very important. These major assessments are going to be 60% of the grade. 30% will be minor assessments like quizzes, our do-nows, and classwork, as well as participation. And 10% will be homework assignments. Now, this is in line with both the 7th and 8th grade social studies teachers. As I mentioned, this year is going to be unlike any other we've ever experienced. The hybrid model that we're currently using has been a huge adjustment for our students, for our staff, and I'm sure for the families at home. But all of our assignments and homework and everything is going to be posted in Schoology. So in Schoology, for this class, everything is going to be in there, and our daily agenda and any announcements will be posted on our updates page. And students should be getting emails every time there is an update, so they know what's going on. Everything else is going to be located in the materials section of the course. Every week there will be a new folder. So here we have an example, week 1, and they'll have the date there. And then within that folder, there will be daily folders with the day of the week and the date on there. The students will just have to click into the folder, and then they will find all of the materials and resources and everything that they need for that day in that folder. As of right now, students will be expected to log into Zoom at the beginning of the class period using their KL Schools account for announcements and attendance. We're going to be using the workshop model this year, where we're going to be doing about 10 to 15 minute mini lessons, and then students will be expected to independently practice the ideas of the day, but again, everything will be available to them in Schoology. There will be a form of closure, either a self-directed exit ticket or a check-in in Zoom at the end of the period, just for some closure. Our office hours, back over here. Our office hours are after school on Wednesday from 2:50 to 3:25. If students need extra help at other times, they can email me and we can set up an appointment. If you or your student need to get into contact with me, please email me. My email is juseted@klschools.org. This is going to be available on our syllabus, which will be in our important documents folder on Schoology. So if you need to refer back to that, that is where you will find it. And I hope you all have a great evening, and I'm really looking forward to working with your students this year.